A new escalation in the legal battle between Elon Musk and OpenAI today. Musk now asking a federal court to stop the startup's transition to a for-profit entity and to ensure that OpenAI investors can fund competitors.
What if the biggest battle in AI history isn't happening in research labs but inside a courtroom? Elon Musk is taking OpenAI to court, and this lawsuit isn't just about business. It could completely reshape the future of artificial intelligence. If Musk wins, OpenAI might be forced to shut down its for-profit model, lose billions in funding, and see its dominance in AI crumble. If OpenAI wins, it could become the most powerful AI company in history, with Microsoft backing its every move. This isn't just a lawsuit, it's a high-stakes power struggle that could change AI forever. So, how did we get here? Why is Musk so determined to stop OpenAI? And what does this mean for the future of AI? Let's break it all down.
So it was a unipolar world for AI. And we've got a unipolar world, but the person who controls that does not, or at least did not seem to be concerned about AI safety. That sounded like a real problem. So
the shocking lawsuit that could cripple OpenAI. Elon Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI and its CEO, Sam Altman, is an all-out legal battle over who should control the future of artificial intelligence. Musk has accused OpenAI of betraying its original mission to create AI for the benefit of humanity, claiming it has instead become a money-making machine controlled by Microsoft. The lawsuit, filed in February 2024, initially focused on allegations that OpenAI had violated its founding agreements by shifting to a for-profit model. But in August 2024, Musk expanded the lawsuit, adding federal antitrust claims and even naming Microsoft as a defendant. He argues that Microsoft has too much control over OpenAI and is using it to dominate the AI industry. OpenAI, on the other hand, argues that Musk's claims are baseless and that he is simply trying to interfere with their business because his own AI startup, xAI, is struggling to keep up. In court documents, OpenAI states that Musk left the company voluntarily and had no legal right to dictate its future. The case has now reached the U.S. District Court in Northern California, where a judge has allowed it to move forward despite skepticism about some of Musk's arguments. If the court rules in Musk's favor, OpenAI could be forced to revert to a nonprofit model, which would have massive implications for its funding and operations.
I am the reason OpenAI exists.
How much money did you get?
I'm not sure the exact number, but it's some number on the order of $50 million.
Musk, OpenAI, and the betrayal. To understand why Musk is suing OpenAI, we need to go back to 2015. Musk co-founded OpenAI alongside Sam Altman and several other tech leaders with the goal of developing artificial intelligence that would benefit humanity, not just corporations. OpenAI was structured as a nonprofit, meaning profits or private interests wouldn't drive it. At the time, Musk saw AI as one of the biggest existential risks to humanity. He wanted OpenAI to be an open-source research lab that could keep AI development ethical and transparent. Musk even invested millions of his own money into the project. But everything changed in 2018. Musk left OpenAI, citing a conflict of interest with Tesla's AI development. According to leaked emails, Musk had actually tried to take control of OpenAI before leaving, arguing that the company wouldn't survive without his leadership. When the board refused, he walked away and started his own AI company, xAI, in 2023. Then in 2019, OpenAI made a controversial move. It transitioned into a capped for-profit model. The reason? OpenAI claimed it needed to attract billions in funding to remain competitive with companies like Google's DeepMind. But Musk saw this as a betrayal, arguing that OpenAI had abandoned its nonprofit mission and was now prioritizing profits over ethics. This transition allowed OpenAI to secure a massive investment from Microsoft, which has since poured over $13 billion into the company. Today, OpenAI operates under a complex structure where its nonprofit parent still exists, but has limited control over its for-profit arm. For Musk, this is the core issue. He argues that OpenAI was never meant to become a corporate entity and that its technology, especially ChatGPT, should remain open source and available for the benefit of all. The billion-dollar power struggle. Elon Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI centers on three key accusations. First, he claims OpenAI has abandoned its mission, shifting from developing AI for public good to prioritizing profit by aligning with Microsoft. Second, he argues Microsoft has too much control, turning OpenAI into a de facto subsidiary rather than an independent research lab. Third, he accuses Sam Altman and Greg Brockman of misleading investors and the public, using OpenAI's nonprofit status to gain trust before pivoting to a for-profit model. OpenAI counters that Musk left voluntarily and has no legal right to interfere. They argue private funding is essential to compete with Google's DeepMind and that Musk's lawsuit is driven by xAI's struggles. Microsoft, meanwhile, insists its involvement is financial, though leaked documents suggest it influences OpenAI's strategy. With both sides standing firm, this lawsuit could reshape the AI industry, determining whether OpenAI remains tied to corporate interests or is forced back to its nonprofit roots. What's Musk really fighting for? Right now, the case is moving through the legal system, and the judge overseeing the lawsuit, Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers, has been skeptical of some of Musk's claims. However, she has allowed the case to proceed to trial, with a tentative date set for mid-2026. Musk is asking the court to force OpenAI to return to a nonprofit model, which would prevent it from raising billions in funding from private investors. This could cripple OpenAI's ability to develop new AI technologies and even jeopardize the future of ChatGPT. But that's not all. Musk has also filed federal antitrust claims against OpenAI and Microsoft, arguing that their partnership is creating a monopoly in AI. If the court agrees, it could lead to massive legal restrictions on how OpenAI operates, limiting its ability to partner with big tech companies. Meanwhile, OpenAI is fighting back by trying to get the lawsuit dismissed entirely. The company argues that Musk's claims are meritless and that he is simply using the courts to slow down his biggest competitor. At the same time, the stakes are getting even higher. OpenAI is currently negotiating a $25 billion investment deal with SoftBank, but that funding is contingent on OpenAI completing its for-profit transition. If Musk's lawsuit succeeds, OpenAI could be forced to scrap this deal, leaving it without the capital it needs to stay ahead in AI research. This is what makes the lawsuit so significant. If Musk wins, OpenAI could be forced to scale back, lose its biggest investors, and fall behind its competitors. But if OpenAI wins, it could solidify its dominance as the world's leading AI company, with Microsoft backing it every step of the way. And the trial is just getting started. The AI industry is holding its breath to see how this plays out, because no matter the outcome, the future of AI will never be the same. Can OpenAI survive without Microsoft? OpenAI is negotiating a $25 billion investment from SoftBank, but the funding depends on OpenAI fully transitioning into a for-profit company. If Musk's lawsuit succeeds and OpenAI is forced back into a nonprofit structure, the deal could collapse, putting the company in a difficult financial position. Without major private investments, OpenAI's ability to develop AI at its current pace could slow, giving competitors like Google's DeepMind and Musk's xAI a chance to close the gap. Microsoft, which has integrated OpenAI's technology into its products, might reconsider its partnership, shifting focus to its own AI projects. ChatGPT's future could become uncertain, with fewer updates and slower innovation. If OpenAI wins, it secures its status as a commercial powerhouse, ensuring continued access to corporate funding. This would further strengthen its lead, making it even harder for competitors to challenge its dominance. This lawsuit is more than a legal dispute. It's a battle over who controls the future of AI. The outcome will determine whether OpenAI remains corporate-backed or is forced back to its nonprofit roots. What happens if Musk wins? If Musk wins this lawsuit, OpenAI's entire future could change overnight. The court's decision will determine whether OpenAI remains a corporate-backed AI powerhouse or is forced back into its original nonprofit roots. If the court rules in Musk's favor, OpenAI could be forced to return to a nonprofit model, stripping away its ability to raise billions from investors. Microsoft's $13 billion investment could disappear, cutting off OpenAI's most significant financial backer. With fewer resources, AI development would slow down, making it harder for OpenAI to build the next generation of ChatGPT and other advanced AI models. This would be a massive win for Musk, reinforcing the argument that AI companies should remain independent of corporate control. In this scenario, OpenAI's dominance could weaken, opening the door for competitors, including Musk's xAI, to catch up. On the other hand, if Musk loses the case, OpenAI will be free to transition fully into a for-profit tech giant, unlocking unlimited investor funding. This would give Microsoft even more power over AI development, deepening its control and influence. Meanwhile, Musk's xAI would face an uphill battle, struggling to compete against OpenAI's massive financial and technological resources. AI regulation would likely become a corporate battleground, with big tech companies fighting for dominance rather than focusing on ethical AI development. In this scenario, OpenAI and Microsoft win big, solidifying their grip on AI's future. But it also raises a bigger question. Should a single company have that much control over a technology that could reshape the world? This lawsuit isn't just about Musk and OpenAI. It's about who controls AI's future. The outcome could shape the next decade, determining whether AI remains in big tech's hands or faces greater regulation. If OpenAI wins, companies like Microsoft and Google could dominate AI with minimal oversight, making it harder for smaller competitors to thrive. If Musk wins, it could force governments to regulate AI, keeping it in the hands of nonprofits and ethical organizations rather than profit-driven corporations. At its core, this case asks, who should control artificial intelligence? The public or a few billion-dollar corporations? No matter the outcome, AI's future will be transformed. If you've made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.